Doris Malkin Curtis was a legend. And the fact that, it's not being talked about, I've heard of her, but I didn't know to the extent of how amazing she truly was. She was the first woman president of the Geological Organization. And this woman was amazing. Okay, she went to college in the 1930s as a woman. That is a huge accomplishment. Just to even go to school in this day and age is an accomplishment. So the fact that she was doing this 70 plus years ago is something that's super amazing to me. And when she first decided to go to school, she had her mindset on being a biologist. She wanted to study biology, but it's crazy how it really works. Your destination, it can vary because they didn't have any more biology classes. They were full, so she was forced to take geology. Little does she know, she would be a famous geologist. She would be really impactful on the community. So she thought she originally was going to be a biology major, changed to geology, and she wound up getting her master's in geology from Columbia University was her undergrad. Where she studied research in grad school was micropaleontology, which is the study of microfossils. She also just studied stratigraphy, sedimentology, petroleum geology, and she also decided to become a professor at the University of Houston and the University of Oklahoma and Rice University. So she had some accreditations, and she wound up getting her PhD as well. I just think it's awesome because for her to be so educated and just really truly want more for herself is amazing for me, because already as a woman, it's, we're faced with a lot of deficits. That's why I chose to do, this woman, because I feel like she was really incredible. And the more I was reading on her, like, she faced some diversity for real. Like, she didn't have an easy background. She came from, a family that had lesser money, and she still made it to college. So I think that's something that is even big for this days and age, like, just to be so resilient and to be a woman and a woman of color is so much, it's a lot more added to it. So in 1959, she returned to Texas, and she actually got a job in Shell Oil, which was crazy because not a lot of women were in that profession, and even with the education, they weren't getting hired. And the fact that she was so persistent and getting a job, and the fact that she was in the Shell Oil was a really big deal. And she worked there for 20 years. So she wound up retiring in 1979, where she doesn't even retire, really. She retires, but then she realizes she doesn't want to be done. She opens up a consulting firm with a person she went to grad school with. So it was kind of amazing to me that she continuously still had made strides to be better. While she was in a consulting firm, she maps out depositional environments and depositional systems and subsurface of the areas of the Gulf. And then she also predicts, her job was to predict how deep in the earth hydrocarbons were. So hydrocarbons, which is the mixture of oil and gas in the ground. So I think that's pretty amazing for her to even, try to study something like that, especially back then with the technology and the technology we have now. The fact that she was really getting results is amazing to me because, she had to work with less and she still created solid results. So she also she was awarded with being able to go to 5 different trips to Paris, which is amazing for me because to be able to go to Paris 5 times is not something easy. And the fact that she was doing this in the 1940s is incredible because how my goal is to travel and get paid for it. So the fact that she was getting paid and being able to travel in Paris 5 times throughout her lifespan, meaning she died in 1991, is spectacular. So that's why I chose to decide on Doris, because she made solid money throughout her lifetime, and being a woman in her lifespan, the era that she grew up in, it's incredible. So just, being a woman of color, like, I know that it's not the easiest thing to do. So the fact that she pursued her PhD is inspiring for me. And I hope that you guys, got a gist of her, because this is like someone that everybody needs to know about. And I feel as though there's so many other phenomenal women like her that aren't recognized. So I'm thankful, Mr. Voorhees, for you introducing Doris to me, and I would love to tell you more. So I also have a piece of writing too as well, and pictures that are included. So I hope you guys can feel like you learned a good amount of information from this. Thank you.